Today's Best Mix 106. New movies out this week for you to see. Willie Waffle has the reviews for you for Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Also, Queen of Katwe, Masterminds, and Deepwater Horizon.
That's right. Marky Mark is back, people. And if there's danger, you want Marky Mark on your side.
So that everybody knows, this is the one where the oil derrick exploded in the Gulf and people went nutso because it had such a big oil spill and everything. But I think what a lot of people forget about is the human side of this thing.
Well, and that's what they're trying to tell. That's the story they're trying to tell in Deepwater Horizon. These guys, I think like 125 people on board, faced with just a horrific scene as the oil rig is exploding around them, catching on fire around them, sailing away around them. I mean, and how are they supposed to survive in this massive, massive disaster? And, they get into these safety concerns early in the movie, but that kind of goes away, and it really does become about the action, about the disaster, and about the heroism that you're seeing as these people are trying to pull together and do whatever they can to get everybody off safely.
This is the first time that we've seen Kurt Russell act with his daughter, isn't it?
Yeah, except they're never in any scenes together. So, Kate Hudson basically is playing Marky Mark's wife, and she's like on Skype with him, or we see him at home with her, but we never see Kurt Russell and Kate Hudson together in any scenes, and that's because there's just not much need for Kate Hudson in this movie. That's the manipulative, emotional stuff that just isn't needed here. We have the organically emotional stuff going on here as we feel for these people in their situation. I'm going to say 3 waffles for Deepwater Horizon.
Wow. And I like the fact I was reading a little bit about it yesterday, and that they didn't do CGI on this because they didn't think that it would do it any justice, that they actually built an oil derrick because none of the oil companies would let them use any of their oil derricks. So they built one from scratch, and that's why the movie cost so much money to make.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be nice to have Hollywood money. My God, do you know how much those things cost? I mean, are they hoping to sell it back to somebody at some point?
Well, and the crazy thing is they built it at Six Flags New Orleans, which hasn't been used since the hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and you're right, they did blow it up, so nobody can even use it.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, they can't ever even use it again, so that's kind of cool. All right, that one movie was based on a true story. The other one that I found just absolutely fascinating that it was based on a true story because it looks so ridiculous is Masterminds.
Well, I'm sure they played up a lot of the ridiculous elements for comic relief, but it is one of the worst comedies of the year.
Really?
Zach Galifianakis and Kristen Wiig playing these security guards for an armored car company, and all of her friends convince her they should rob the place and use Zach Galifianakis as the fall guy. So after the heist, he's down in Mexico waiting for his love to show up, and she's never showing up. And the movie is just pointless after they rob the place. And that's the big problem with Masterminds. They're trying to just force comedy out of nothing. It's horribly written. You get some goofy stuff going on as they're planning the heist. But after that, it's just a pointless movie. And I got to say, half a waffle for Masterminds.
Aww.
Ouch. So I was right when I saw it and go, I bet we just saw all the funniest parts of the movie in the trailer.
Yes, you did.
Because the trailer actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, they did a good job kind of making it appear to be much better than it really is.
All right, and then the Peculiar movie. It's such a long name, I can't even remember.
My son loves those books. Is it any good?
Oh, yes, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
That's
and
it?
I think it's the people who love the books who are going to go see it. I like to call it Harry Potter 10.
Yeah.
Because it really is the same
it's
idea.
Similar.
Yeah, Asa Butterfield is this kid coming across this world where children with mysterious powers and characteristics live safely, but there's danger out there, and maybe he's the one to save them. And I don't think we'd be spending any time talking about it if it wasn't directed by Tim Burton, who makes it nice and creepy and crawly, and I think it adds a little bit more of an element of danger to the movie than another director would. We'll go 2.5 waffles for Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
And I'm not a big Tim Burton fan for the type of way he makes movies. And is this really Tim Burton-y?
Yeah, it's extremely Tim Burton-y. This is him 100% through and through.
All right, so I'm probably not going to like it.
Well, you got other movies. You got Deepwater Horizon.
Yes.
You'll love that.
I haven't seen a movie in a little while, so I got some catching up. I haven't even seen Sully yet.
Oh,
I'm
dear
shocked.
Lord. Okay, that is your assignment this weekend. You must see Sully before it's too late.
All right. And then our final movie, I haven't heard anything about our final movie.
That would be the Queen of Katwe. Disney, I think, just kind of botched the marketing on this thing, to be honest with you.
I guess.
It's a traditional feel-good movie. The true story of this young girl in the Katwe section of a rough city in Uganda, and it turns out she's pretty good at chess, and maybe that's her ticket out. And we see, kind of that give and take and the worries of the family and the possibilities that she could go someplace special, and the coach who's trying to help her. I mean, it's very, very cliche, but I think it's done in such a warm manner that you just don't care. So how about 3 waffles for the Queen of Katwe?
Oh, wow. So it got really good reviews from you.
Yeah, just, it's getting a nationwide release, but almost what I like to call a limited nationwide release, where, they say it's playing everywhere, but maybe not necessarily near you.
All right. What do we have next week?
Next week, how about The Girl on the Train?
That looks really creepy and good.
Oh, God, I hope it's as good as I've been teased, because that just looks like a great mystery.
It really does. All right, we will talk to you next week, Willie.